Are you worried about a loss this year? High input costs, low commodity prices, ever-increasing land values, potential trade wars on the horizon? It's definitely a volatile year to be farming. Now put your feet in the shoes of your farm successor. Does the estate plan work? If this is the year that you die, are they going to be able to continue the farm based off of the estate plan that you have put together today? Well, let's think about that. I'm Jason Wagner, the farm lawyer. I work with farmers every day to help them pass the farm on to the next generation. One of the things we always have to think about is, what are the threats to the farm continuation plan? Well, commodity prices, land prices, weather events, things that are all outside of our control. But what is inside of our control? The estate plan is something that you can control. And you have to look at that estate plan. Does it actually stand the test to be able to withstand years that there's going to be losses? It is the way of farming. There are going to be years where you break even or don't make any money at all and operate at a loss. If your estate plan is not set up in a way for your farm successor to also be able to absorb those losses, then all we're doing is setting up the farm for failure. So what do I mean by this? Well, have you made it so that they're supposed to buy out their siblings? What is that priced at? Is it priced in a way that assumes that there's going to be farm profit year after year after year? That things are going to look like the last few years when farm profits are looking good and there's some extra cash? Or is it going to be the years where maybe we have 3-4 years in a row of low prices and potential losses? If you haven't thought that through into the estate plan, then what we're doing is creating an estate plan that by definition won't work. And who holds the bag? Well, is it the siblings? Are they going to relent? Is it going to be that your farm successor says, I just can't make this work? Mom and dad didn't set things up in a way that I can make it work and still be profitable farming. A lot of farm successors might be in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and they have few assets in their name. Yet they've been on the farm their entire career, helping mom and dad hold the assets, helping them grow the farm. But all that growth occurs in mom and dad's name. And then when mom and dad die, they're expected to buy back everything that they helped build. So you have to make sure that your farm estate plan actually reflects that. There's been cases where I've tested the estate plan that's been written. Somebody brings it into me and I look at it and it says, okay, buy out at assessed value. Maybe they inherit a portion of it, but what does that break down to per acre? Okay, well, looks like this is $500 an acre. What is your farming heir paying for rent right now? $100 an acre. I see. So their costs of farming are going to go up significantly. In that case, potentially 5-fold. Sure, there's machinery and equipment that they've inherited and they've inherited some land. But if they're expected to buy out a portion of it, we have to test that. What does that come out to? Is that something that can be sustainable? And if they're currently paying $100, $200 an acre rent, or maybe they're not paying rent at all because they're just working underneath you, look at your own costs. Could you withstand $500 an acre? Is that what you've set your farm successor up in the estate plan by having them buy out a portion of the farm and you've maybe priced it incorrectly? Other situations. Is there an estate tax? Are they potentially paying an estate tax while they're paying off their siblings, while they're trying to keep the farm together year to year? But at a certain point, the farm has to pay for all of this. And if you can't imagine that right now, the way you're running the farm, how do you think someone else is going to be able to do it? We're still dealing with the same pie. We can't make the pie bigger just because you died. Every single expense has to come through that farm. Whatever the farm's capacity to pay bills and pay for input costs and land costs and estate taxes today is the same as it's going to be the day after you die. There is no magic pot of gold that sprouts out of the ground when you're gone that says, here you go, farm successor, now you can pay for everything. Potentially, if you thought far enough ahead, you can fund that through life insurance. But if you're at an age where life insurance is no longer feasible or no longer affordable, that's not really an option. You have to look at it. Can this farm pay these bills if this event happened today? And if it can't, your farm estate plan fails. All you're doing is setting it up for failure and family disputes. And we're not getting it to the next generation, which is what the whole purpose is. So what do you think? Can your farm estate plan withstand you dying today? Go look, test it, run the numbers. Drop a comment below, follow me, I'm the Farm Lawyer, subscribe.